All right, students, welcome back. Today we're going to be working with AutoCAD. We're going to complete 2 assignments. I'm actually going to do them with you, and so it won't be as hard, but eventually I will give you your own assignment to do, so I would pay close attention to what I'm saying, okay? All right, so go into Canvas. Let's see if I have Canvas open here. All right, I'm going to share my screen just for a moment. All right, I'm in Canvas. Please pay attention. These are some videos that I made quite a while back. I'm not quite sure. I created some new videos, but maybe they're in module. Hang on just a second. From last time, I created some videos. Hang on just a second. Let me see. I'm trying to see where I put those videos at. All right, I'll have to check it out when I get home. We made a video last class. I'm sorry it's not here. I will have to get home and try to figure out what's going on. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. If you go into CAD 140, I did make some videos here. I'm not quite sure where I put it actually. So I will figure that out. But I talked about fasteners last time. Do you remember I talked about fasteners? And I need to go back to the right class. So here's actually a video from last year. It's still, you can still watch this one. I don't know why the new ones are not here, but I covered this mechanical fastening systems PowerPoint, as well as this hole notation. We did this. Y'all remember doing this in class? Okay, so some of y'all may have already turned this in. I don't know. I'm going to check and see. Okay, and then today we're going to do this. I'm going to show you, so you might want to, I'm going to turn these on. You might want to open this up. You can't see it yet. You're having trouble getting it. Sometimes I just have to wiggle them around and push them back in. For my online students, hold on, we're having some technical difficulty. Hang on just 1 second. Was it up there before?
Yeah. And then
Let me see if I can get that here. We got to get that fixed. All right. Whew. I always get dizzy when I. All right. So, what I'd like for you to do, sorry for the technical difficulty, but what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you to go into Canvas. I would like for you to go to Module 4. And I would like for you to go down here where it says Homework 4B, Exercise 2-10, and Homework 4C, Metric Open Wrench. I'd like for you to first off to go ahead. I know all you have phones, and just take a picture of this first one. This is the first AutoCAD assignment we're going to be working on. So open this up and take a picture with your phone. Okay. And then I'm going to close this one out. And I'm going to go back to modules again. Back to module 4. And down here where it says metric open end wrench. I'm going to click on that. Download that one. And we're going to create this today. This is a metric drawing here. We're going to create this in a second. All right, so that way, because this printer doesn't really work all that great. Some of y'all are able to print to it. Some of y'all are not. So this is probably the best way of doing it. All right, I'm going to stop my share now, because what I want to do is I want to go into AutoCAD. So I'm going to go open up AutoCAD first, and then I will share my screen with you. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you now. So I went ahead and open up AutoCAD. So please go ahead and open up AutoCAD, please. And this is what your screen will look like when you open up AutoCAD. Okay. So I'm going to go to open, or actually, no, go to new, select new. And when you do, your drawing screen should look like this. Your screen should look like this. And I'm going to leave the grid on. I'm going to leave the grid on. Okay. We're going to be working with this menu up here, but we're going to recreate the geometry that I posted in Canvas. And let me see. All right. So up here at the top left-hand corner, go to rectangle right here. Can y'all be just a little quieter, please? Thank you. See where it says rectangle? Click on rectangle and then click with your left mouse button, and you're going to drag. Now don't click yet, just click one time, and you're going to drag a rectangle like this. And I'm not worried about working in layers today. We are going to work in layers later. Right now, I just want you to be able to create some simple geometry using AutoCAD. So this first rectangle that we're making is actually a square. So we're going to type in 5, hit the tab button on your oops, I hit the F5. Okay, on your keyboard. So I typed in 5, then tab, then 5. Okay, I'm gonna undo that and do it one more time just in case you missed it. Go to rectangle right here, arrow down, click on rectangle, click, and we're gonna type in a 5, hit the tab key, enter 5 again, and then enter. Okay. Now, if you use your scroll wheel as normal, you can zoom in and out. If you hold the scroll wheel down and move your mouse, okay, you can pan. One more time, rotate the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Hold down the scroll wheel, move your mouse, you can pan around. All right, hopefully everybody has your rectangle here. The next one we're going to do, we're going to draw 3 rectangles. So what I want you to do now, watch very carefully, is we're not going to use the rectangle command this time. We're going to go to line, select line right here. And what happens when you hover around the midpoint of the lines? If you hover around them, you will see a triangle appear. Now, if you don't see a triangle appear, Mr. Morris, how do I correct that? Because we want to see that triangle. Well, you can type in OSNAP and go in here and look. This is the object snaps. I got endpoint turned on. Make sure you have midpoint turned on. So I have endpoint, midpoint, and center and intersection. Those are the most common ones you're going to use. And I select OK. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead and draw our second rectangle. Okay. Go to line right here, line. And then look, as I hover, what do I see? So click with your left mouse button. Now watch. Come over here. You're going to see another triangle appear. That's the midpoint of that line. Click. Come down here. Look. You hover. You see the triangle appear. You're going to click. And then you come over here until you see, again, the midpoint. You hover. You see the triangle. You click. And then you're going to come up here. This time you won't see a triangle. You'll see a rectangle or a square indicating the endpoint. Click and do a right click, enter. Did you get that? All right. Now we have one more to make here. But we're going to do some different things with ours than what you see on the in Canvas. All right. This time we're going to go to line. And same thing, we're going to hover until we see the midpoints. So click here, click here, click here, click here, and click here. Do a right click, enter. All right, y'all doing great. Now, notice if I click on this outer rectangle or square, notice it's all one entity. I don't want it to be one entity. I want it to be 4 separate entities. So there are several ways to do this. If you type in explode, hit the enter key, and then click on this rectangle here, and then enter. Now watch what happens. If I click on that line, look, there's only one line there. It's not 4 lines together. It's separate. It's 4 separate lines. So we have 4 separate entities and not just one. So that's what explode does. It takes something that's a group of something. It could be a group of lines and circles, all kinds of things, arcs, and you can explode it and make them separate entities, okay? Now, the reason I did this for is because I want to create 4 holes in the corner of this rectangle. So let me pull up my phone here. I'm sorry, I just keep cutting off here. We're going to use the offset distance of 0.5. Now watch. Type in offset, type in the word offset, enter, and it says what? Right by your floating menu, it says specify the offset distance. I'm going to type in 0.5, and then I'm going to select enter. Now it says, the floating menu says, select the object to offset. Watch carefully. I'm going to select this line. Now, when I select that line, if I move my mouse this way, it offsets at 0.5 that way. If I move my mouse this way, it offsets at 0.5 that way. Okay. So we're going to offset it this way, folks. We're going to move it this way and click. You should have a line that's 1/2 inch from this line. Now watch carefully. I'm going to click on this line and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to come in, click. Now watch carefully. I'm going to click on this line and I'm going to move it inward, click. And if I click on this line and move it inward, click, and then hit enter, and then hit your escape key. So I know that I'm out of the move. Mr. Morris, why did you create those offset lines? Because I'm trying to find the center location to put my holes. Now, hopefully everybody is with me there. If not, you can go back and watch the video. Again, I don't know what happened to the videos. I post them, but I must go back and find out what happened. They don't seem to be there, but they're still, I still have them, so no worry. Go to circle, go to center diameter, and I'm going to hover right here at this intersection right here. I'm going to click and I'm going to drag it out and I'm going to type in 0.5, enter. If you hit the enter key at this point, you're still in that same mode. Just hit the enter key, click, and then click. Well, I mean, hit your enter key. Hit enter again, click, enter. Enter again, click, enter. All right, I'm gonna do it again. Look, go to circle, center diameter, click right here at the intersection, drag it out, type in 0.5, enter. All right, now I'm going to repeat this, but I don't have to come back up here and select circle again. If I hit the enter key and come down to this intersection and click, and then enter again, and then enter again, click here, drag out, enter. Notice I'm not entering numbers or anything because it's still making the same size circle. Enter, click, enter, and then hit the escape a couple of times. I hope you have this geometry. If not, you can watch this video and figure out, what's going on here. All right, so I'm going to erase. I'm going to type in the E, type in the letter E for erase, enter, and I'm going to select this line, this line, this line, and this line, and I'm going to enter, and you should have something like this, which we're not done yet. We're not done yet. All right, now I'm going to do some different things with this one that I didn't do before. All right, I would like for you to go up here, and I would like for you to select annotate. Annotate right here, select annotate. Come over here to where it says center mark right here. And I would like for you to click on that center mark and then click on this circle, click on this circle, click on this circle, and click on this circle, and then enter, and then hit the escape. Escape, make sure you're out of the command. All right. So I like that. That's good. All right, now I'm going to create a bisector. If you go up here also right beside the center mark, you see center line. Click on center line, watch, and then click on this line, and then click on this line. Notice it puts a center mark, which is the midpoint between these two lines. I'm going to repeat that again. Click on the center line, and I'm going to click on this line and this line. And I'm going to hit escape a couple times. All right, I can zoom out, right? I can zoom out, I can pan. All right, looking good. Now what I like to do is watch. I like to click on this line, and these are little grip boxes. These are called grips. These are called grips. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to drag it out just a little bit. I'm going to click on this side, and I'm going to drag it out just a little bit. Click on this line, drag out just a little bit, and then click on this line and drag out just a little bit. And then I'm going to hit enter and then escape. All right, we're doing good. I'm going to do something different this time, though. We're going to have some fun with this a little bit. What I'd like for you to do now is I would like for you to pan over some, about right here. And I want you to type in the word change. Type in the word change. We're going to change something. What are we going to change? Well, you hit enter here. And then we need to now select the objects that we want to change. That's what our little floating menu is saying. So I'm going to click on this line, and I'm going to click on this line, and this line, and this line. Those are the things I want to change. Mr. Morris, what are you going to change about it? Hit enter. Now I'm going to type in, if you come down to the very bottom, it says specify your change point or properties. You can either come down here and click on properties, or you can type in the first letter. I always type in the first letter because it's a habit of mine. I type in P for enter, and that takes me into properties. Now, you have a variety of properties here. I'm going to select color. And what new color do I want this to be? Well, I would like for this to be red. Type in red, enter, and then enter again. So your outer box should be red. Raise your hand if you'd like me to do that again. So I take it you got it. All right. This is a quiet class. You got to beg them to talk. Type in change. Enter. Mr. Morris, we're going to change. Yes, we're going to change. Select the object we want to change. We're going to change these lines here. We're going to change these lines here. Enter. Now, down here, you can select this, or you can type in the letter P. Enter. What we're going to change, Mr. Morris, we're going to change the color. Click on color. What color? Well, I'm going to give you an option. You can type in what, I'm going to type in blue, but you could type in green or yellow. I'm going to make this a blue one. Enter, and then enter again. So now that's blue, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the middle square. Type in change, enter. What are we going to change? Well, we're going to change these 4 lines right here. Enter. We're going to type in a P for properties, enter, and we're going to select color. And I'm going to make this yellow. Enter, enter again. All right. Looking good, right? All right, now what we're going to do. Now these different colors could represent tool paths for a CNC machine. Okay, these different colors that you see could represent the tool path of a CNC machine. So we'll talk about that more later when we cover CNC machining next semester. But again, these could be considered tool paths. All right, now we're going to type in change, enter, select the circles this time. Enter, type in P for property, enter, and select color. And I'm going to make this cyan. Type in CY, it's a lighter blue color. Cyan, enter, and then enter again. Like an aqua, maybe more like an aqua green. I'm colorblind, I guess. No, I'm not colorblind, but that color there, I guess I would call this a lighter blue color or aqua green. Hopefully you're still with me.
Yes.
All right, now what I'm going to do is I want to dimension this. I've already got the center lines located. So what I'm going to do, the dimensions, if you took a picture of it, you don't have to, you can just follow me, but we have to put some dimensions here. And so what I'm going to do right here, where it says, see right here, dimension, right next to dimension, there's one called linear. Please select that. Now watch carefully. And I'm going to, now, there are some things I don't like about this. I put my first dimension there and I said, well, you know, I like the arrow size. Maybe I'll change this gap here a little bit. Maybe I'll change this gap here. I'm not quite sure, but I think I'm going to change that gap. I don't like the number of decimal places. So I like the arrow size. I like the text size. I don't like that gap. I would like to see that gap maybe twice that distance. So Mr. Morris, how do I change that? Well, let's do this. If you type in DIMASZ, that stands for dimension arrow size, enter. We're not going to change it, but as you enter, you'll see 0.18. That is the default. I could change it to a different size here. I can make it larger. I can make it smaller. Okay. I'm not going to change anything about the arrow size. So I'm going to leave it as is, hit my escape key. That was a good command though for you to write down in your little cheat sheet. The next thing I'm going to type in is DIMTXT. Mr. Morris, what does that mean? That's dimension text. I'm going to enter here. Notice it's also 0.18. And I'm like, well, you know what? I like the size of the text. So I'm going to leave it as is. So I'm going to hit enter. All right. So I'm okay with the arrow size and the dim text. I'm not okay with this gap that you see here. So type in DIMEXO. Mr. Morris, what does DIMEXO mean? Dim obviously means dimension. EX stands for extension. This is the extension line. And then O is offset. So dimension, extension, offset is what it means, right? And I'm going to enter here. And it's got a dimension of 0.062. Mine does. I don't know what yours has. But I'm going to change that. I want it to be a little bit bigger. I'm going to make it 0.18. Enter. Now, I'm going to dimension one over here just to show you the comparison for a minute. Watch. If I come and dimension this here, I'm not going to keep this. Y'all see a difference in that gap? See the difference in the gap there? See that?
Yes.
I like that better. What I don't like, I'm going to erase this one. What I don't like is the number of decimal places. So let me erase this one too. And I'm going to redimension this. I don't like the number of decimal places. And I think on this drawing, we're only doing 2 decimal places. So Mr. Morris, how do I get rid of that? Well, there's actually a window. You can type in DDIM. It's a dialogue. D means dialogue. Dim means dimensioning. If you enter here, you will get this dialog box on dimensioning. Go to modify right here. All right. If you go to on your little tab, lines, symbols, text, fit, go to primary units. This is where you can adjust your number of decimal places. We're going to make that, we're going to arrow down and we're going to make that 2. Okay. And then I'm going to say, okay. And then I'm going to come back to this window and I'm going to select set current and then close. All right. Now I'm going to erase this dimension. Now it's going to get a whole lot easier for us. I'm going to take a sip of my water here real quick. Hang on. When you talk all the time as a teacher, your throat gets really dry. I'm going to go to linear. I'm going to click here. Look, click here, click here. And I'm going to pull this down to about right there. Now, Mr. Morris doesn't like the fact that that dimension's over here. I'm going to click on it and I get a grip. I'm going to click on that grip box and I'm going to do what? I'm going to move it over here about right there. Click. Hit the escape key a couple times. There you go. There's the first dimension here for this. Okay. Now we want to dimension the rest. So why it gets easy at this point. Click on linear. Look. Click. I'm going to click right here. Bring down the look. Keep your distance the same. The distance between your dimensions should be consistent. Click here. Click on linear. Look. Click here. Click here. Bring down your dimension. You don't want it way down here. You don't want it so close like that. You want to keep the spacing about the same. Click here. Okay. Now here's a trick. If I just hit enter, I don't have to go back up here and select that dimension thing anymore. If I just hit enter. Hit enter, it repeats the command. It repeats the command. Enter. All right, so there you go. Now we have to scroll out or zoom out rather, zoom out, pan. We have to do the vertical dimension. Now you can't make this unless you have the vertical dimensions. So we're going to do linear. Look, click here, look, put it about right there. Enter. Notice I'm not even going to linear dimension no more. Hang on. All right. I'm going to click here and click here. I hope you all are getting this. Enter. Click here, here, drag it over. Click, enter. Click, click, drag it over. Click, enter. Click, click, drag it over. Click, enter. Click, click, drag it over. Click, enter, escape a couple times. All right, You zoom out, you're doing good. We've almost got this one done. All right, now we have to dimension the diameter of the circles. Well, these are the holes. So go up here where it says linear, and you're going to arrow down, and you're going to select diameter here. Click on diameter, come zoom over here, click on this circle, and we're going to drag this out right here. Now, what you should, if you don't put any more dimensions here, a machinist is going to say, well, he wants that hole to be the same for all. And that's right. But what you can do, you can double click on this dimension and see if you double click on it, it highlights, move your cursor down after the it's kind of hard to do. Mr. Morris has trouble doing it. Double click on the dimension, and I'm going to put parenthesis. Whoops. It's not liking me. Hang on. I'm sorry. Well, let's see. Maybe let me put, I'll do this. I'm on a sheet here. I hate to say that. Type in 4x and then type in %C. %C will give you the diameter symbol. And this was this 0.5, 0.50, close parenthesis. And then click anywhere on your screen. Now that doesn't look good, right? So I'm gonna highlight this. Cancel. I don't know why it's giving me trouble. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna start over. It's okay. It's okay to mess up, folks. When you mess up, it just type in E. Let's get rid of this. I'm going to erase all of it. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it this way this time. You have to forgive me. It's not, Mr. Morris uses Inventor a whole lot more than I use AutoCAD. I'm going to leave it like that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little trick here. I'm going to go to multi-line text here. And we're going to click on single line text. And right below this dimension, I'm going to click. And I'm going to leave the height about 0.2 parenthesis. Oh, no. Make sure you enter first. It's 0.2, enter. The angle, leave it 0, enter. And I'm going to put parenthesis 4 times. I'm going to do it again if you didn't get it, okay? I'm going to erase this. Go to single line text over here. I'm going to click here and leave the height 0.2, enter, leave the rotation angle 0, enter, and I'm going to put a parenthesis, type in a 4x, close parenthesis, and just click anywhere on your screen and then hit escape. You click anywhere on your screen with the mouse and then you hit escape. Now, that is what I want you to do. We're going to plot this landscape. So we're going to, usually I'll show you how you don't have to, you can automate that process of putting in a border. But for right now, I would like you to create your own title block and border so you get some practice with the AutoCAD drawing tools. All right, you can zoom out. What I want you to do is I would like for you to go back to home. And I'd like for you to go to rectangle, click on rectangle and click. And we're going to make this an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, but we're going to do landscape. So I'm going to make this 11 here and I'm going to hit the tab button And I'm going to make this 8.5, enter. All right. Now, we want to make sure that we can fit this onto our block here, or our rectangle. So up here on your command bar menu, you can select move. What are you going to move? You're going to click and drag a window around it. Click. You're going to enter. Now you can select any point you want to anywhere. I'm going to select the center here, and look. Now, when I move this over here, look how congested that looks. Okay. Sorry. My allergies really give me a fit too the past few days. I have text going off the drawing and everything. I mean, I could click on this and move this in some, right? I could do this. I mean, I could do this. That's one way you could do it, right? Another way you could do it, look, we can make it a tad bigger. Look, we could go to offset. We could type in offset, enter, okay, and type in 0.25, enter, and I'm going to click here, and I'm going to move it outward. Look, not inward, but outward. Click, enter. All right, now I'm going to erase this one. Do I need to repeat that? No. All right, I'm going to type in offset again, 0.25, and now what I'd like for you to do here, because you're going to turn in a couple of things here with this, we're going to have fun with this, is we're going to, what is I going to have you do with this? Hang on, just say I lost my train of thought. Mr. Morris is getting old. I'm okay with it. Oh, we need to put your name here. We're not going to create a title block. So what we're just going to do for right now, we're going to go to text, single line, come down here and put your name. It says first to specify your height, leave it at 0.2, enter, and leave the angle at 0, enter, and type in your name. All what? Uppercase, all uppercase letters. Then click anywhere on the screen and then hit escape. There's your name. If you did this and you did this like this, you did a great job. If you got a couple of mistakes, you can go back and watch this video later and fix it. Okay. But I want to have fun with this drawing here. I teach this class at another university. Actually, it's not this exact class. It's a civil engineering class. And I teach them how to use AutoCAD. And I may actually share this video with them, but because we did a lot actually with this. We did not work in layers though. They're already working in layers. We're not working in layers yet. I would like for you to plot this as a PDF. Type in PLOT, enter, and then where it says the name of your printer, arrow down and select AutoCAD PDF, right? And then come down to where it says size. We want the size A paper. It's quite a few, right? And then go to the display, select window. I'm going to select this corner right here, drag a window around it, select this corner. Now be careful. We want to center our plot, and do a preview. And there you go. Now, what is it I don't like about this? Well, I don't like that I can't see the yellow too good, right? So I'm going to hit the escape button, and I'm going to cancel my plot. And I'm going to go type in change, enter. I'm going to select these 4 yellow lines. And again, I don't like that doesn't show up too well on the print. Enter. Type in P for property. Enter. Type in, click on color. And we're going to change this. Type in magenta. MAGENTA. Enter. Enter again. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit and pan some. I'm going to type in plot. Enter. I'm going to go back in here and select the name of my printer. Go ahead and select AutoCAD PDF. Where it says paper size, leave it as a size A. Where it says display here, go to window and then click on that corner and click on this corner. And we're going to center the plot. Make sure you hit center the plot. Preview. And I like that a lot better. So Mr. Morris gets an A. I hope you get an A on this one too. I'm done. I'm gonna hit enter here. Okay. And we're going to select okay. And we need to give this a name. And what did I call this? What's the actual name of this? This wasn't the wrench. This was exercise something 2 dash what? Can somebody look in Canvas and see what exercise I call this, please?
2-10.
Isn't exercise 2-10? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Go to Canvas and okay. So here's how you save this, folks. Type in EX, capital EX, -2, -10, and then dash, put your last name. EX -2 -10 your last name and select, make sure you know what directory you're saving it to. Select save. And there's your PDF. The nice thing about PDFs is somebody does not have to have AutoCAD. They can open up your drawing. Okay. All right. That looks like an easy 100. We're gonna post this shortly. All right. I'm getting ready to move on to a different exercise. But before I do, I want to have some fun with this one. But you don't have to turn this one in. What I'm getting ready to do, you don't have to turn this one in, okay? So make sure you save this. I'm gonna hit the escape button, or actually I'm gonna have to close this out. Where's my little... Okay, I was hitting the wrong X button. All right, now, how are we gonna have fun with this? Well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go up here to type in CP. By the way, CP is, you can type in the word copy. CP is abbreviation for copy. Select enter, and I'm going to click here. I'm going to drag a box around all of this. Click, enter, and then I'm going to look. I'm going to select this intersection, and I'm going to make me an exact copy over here. Click, escape. I did a click and escape. Were you able to copy it okay?
Yes.
All right, now I'm going to show you something new here. If you type in E for erase, enter, and then type in F, enter, and then click, and just cross over your dimensions like this. Click, enter, enter again. I'm gonna undo it and show you one more time. Type in E, enter. Type in F for fence line, enter. I clicked here. I want to cross the dimensions. Look, click, enter, enter again. All right. Now I'm going to type in E, and I'm going to get rid of these things, the borders. Watch this. I'm going to type in E, enter, F, enter, and I'm going to do a fence line. Look, click, enter, enter again. I'm going to get rid of this dimension here. Type in E, get rid of this and this. I'm going to get rid of these lines. Wait, what are you going to do with this, Mr. Morris? I'm going to play with the hatch command here. If you come over here, look on the menu right here. See where it says hatch? There's different things you can do. I'm going to click on hatch first. Look. And I'm going to come up here. These are some different patterns you can pick. You can arrow through this, and you can do your own, really. You can also do a solid. You can also do a solid right here. Look, if you do a solid, look, click here, enter. Now, maybe you don't want it to be white. You can change, enter, click on that, enter, type in P for property, C for color, and type in magenta. I'm gonna undo it, do it again, watch. Look, go to hatch, right here where it says, this is the symbol for hatch. Click on hatch. Right here where it says solid, click on solid. Come down here, click on the inside of your magenta square. Click, enter. Now type in change, enter. Click on that hatch, enter. Type in P for property, enter. Type in, now I'm gonna show you something else. You can just type in the letter C, enter, and you can type out the word magenta. Enter, enter again. All right, now I'm gonna go back to hatch. And I'm gonna go to gradient this time, gradient. Click on gradient. And we can do different gradients here. I think I'm gonna do this one. And I'm gonna click, look, the blue, between the blue and the magenta. Enter. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to hatch again. And I'm gonna pick a pattern this time of some sort. There's one, AR Park Q. Look. Now, when I do that, it's not, we're gonna have to change the scale of this. Look, it's not really, you can't really tell. If you come up here, right here, where this is really the scale of this. This is the hatch scale. Right now it's saying 1. Let's check, let's make it 0.0625. .060 and enter. Okay, you see that? One more time. It was 1, right? 1 doesn't look good. I come up here, I can make it 0.0625. Enter. All right, now look. I'm just going to completely fill this like that. And I'm going to change this here to red. All right. I'm just having some fun with this. I'm going to go to hatch, and I'm going to make this a different color. I'm going to make it solid. Enter. I'm going to change. Enter property color cyan. Hey. You can play with any tool you want to with that. All right, so you don't have to turn that in to me, but that's how you use the hatch command. Any questions with this? This is what you have to turn in right here. Remember, this is exercise 2-10- your last name, but you won't see that in Canvas. You'll just see exercise 2-10. All right. Now we want to do a wrench. Now I'm going to show you we can do this actually in the same file. We can, since we're making PDFs of it anyway. So you can zoom out. Now look, come over here in this area right here. And I'm going to go to my, well, you know what? I just remembered, I'm sorry. I just remembered that the wrench is metric. Okay, the wrench is metric. So we're going to have to leave this. Make sure you save it. Save as, you know what you called it before. EX 2-10- your last name. Save. All right. We're going to file new. Make sure you select the AutoCAD template right here. Open. Type in units. And right now it says we are in inches, but we want to be in millimeters. I don't need this precision. We're going to change it to 2 decimal place. I'm going to say okay. Okay. We're in millimeters. All right, now. Mr. Morris is trying to see. I'm gonna start off. Watch carefully with a circle. Go to circle, please. And go to center diameter. And I'm gonna click right here, arbitrary location, arbitrary. And I'm going to type in 50 here. Enter. Now you may have to zoom out some. I'm going to check something real quick. Hang on, folks. You don't have to do anything. We will have to change the dimension properties here in a few minutes. All right, now. And we can do that before we start to dimension this. I'm gonna draw a line. If you hover on the edge of the circle, you'll see the center appear, but you first have to hover over the circle. I'm gonna click here. Now, see how it's not perfectly straight? If I hit the F8 button, it will be. See, F8 on, F8 off. Well, that actually is on now. That's off, that's on. And if it's on, it makes a perfectly horizontal line. This is 130 here. And then we're gonna go up, right? We're gonna go up. How much? We're gonna go up. Sorry. What is this crazy phone doing? Hang on, my phone's acting up. All right, hang on. We're gonna go up 35. We're gonna go up 35 here. Type in 35, enter, enter again.
What was the first one?
That seems my, oh, I know what I did. Hang on. I got two lines here. Let me erase this line. I'm gonna erase this line.
How big is that circle?
That circle is 50 millimeters in diameter. 15 millimeters in diameter. I'm gonna draw a line from this endpoint going straight up 35. This is where I messed up earlier. Enter, enter again.
How long is that for?
I drew a line that's 130, and I drew a line that's, these are construction lines. We're not going to keep them. Go to circle, go to center diameter, click right there, and we're going to make this 40. Enter. All right, I drew a circle that's 40 now. Now what I want to do is I want to look, I want to draw a line from this point to this point right there. Right click, enter. Now, Mr. Morris doesn't need these two lines. I'm going to get rid of this line if you don't mind. And I'm going to get rid of this line right here. We are making a wrench. We are making a wrench. It's an open end wrench. Now, the offset spacing for this center line is 10. So type in offset, enter, and type in 10, enter, select this center line and go either way, doesn't matter. Click, enter again, enter again, enter again, click here, here, enter. I'm gonna do it again in case you missed it. Type in offset, type in offset, type in 10, enter, click on this line and go out, click, enter. You hit the escape if you want. You can do it two separate times. Type in offset. I could do it all at once, but I don't want to confuse y'all. Offset, enter, type in 10, click here on the center line and come this way, enter. Now we got to get our trim pair of scissors right here, trim. Let's trim this, 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 enter. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to add these hexagons here. So let me look at my picture here real quick. I'm just looking to see. All right, I'm gonna draw another circle temporarily. Look, I'm gonna draw a circle temporarily here. I'm gonna show you, hang on. I'm gonna make this 30. I drew a circle 30, right? And I'm gonna draw another circle over here. We're gonna make this 25. All right, now I'm gonna go to where we had rectangle before, select polygon, but you gotta be careful of saying only 4 sides. I want, see down here at the very bottom, it says your polygon is only 4 sides. I want it to be 6. I don't know why this won't let me change it. So one more time, go to this one here, select polygon, type in 6, enter, specify the center, click. And we're going to circumscribe about the circle here, look. And now this is something new. I'm trying to snap to the 12 o'clock position of that circle. It won't let me do it. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to type in the word quad, Q-U-A-D, enter, and then I can snap to that point right there. All right, that's one. We're gonna come back and look at that one again in a minute. Okay, I got a hexagon the right way I want to do it. Okay. Now I'm gonna come over here to this one and I'm gonna do the same thing as I'm gonna go to polygon and I'm going to type in 6, enter. I'm going to click on the center, circumscribe, and see how it's not snapping. You can turn the snap on by going to OSnap. All right, now we no longer need those circles. So I'm going to erase those circles, this one, enter, and then this one, enter. Now I want you to do what? I want you to explode this hexagon. So type in the word explode, select this hexagon, select this one, enter, enter again. Why did I explode it? Because I want to erase this one, this one, this one, and this one. Enter. Now I want to extend, type in the word extend. This might be new to you. Type in the word extend. You can enter here, and I'm going to extend this, 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 this. Enter. Now I have to trim this out. Go to trim, select here, and select here. Now we're not done with our wrench. It doesn't look anything like our wrench yet because we have to add the rounded corners, and they have a radius of 3. So up here, you can type in fillet, enter, and we're going to select this edge. Hang on, I forgot to, I'm sorry. Type in fillet. Mr. Morris gets AutoCAD and Inventor mixed up sometimes, forgive me. Type in fillet. Down here, select radius right here. And we want it to be, I think it's 3, right? 3. Now watch, click, click, enter, click, click, enter, click, click, enter, click, click, enter. Enter again. Now we should have a wrench that resembles this picture. Now we need to add some dimensions here. Before I do that though, I want to change this line here. Change, enter, click on this line, enter, type in P for property, enter. Now, I'm not going to do color. I want you to come there where it says line type, and we're going to type in center, C-E-N-T-E-R, enter, enter again. Now, look at the scale of that. It's very small, right? So how do I change it if it's so small like that? Type in change, enter, click on that line, enter. Go to P for property, enter. Go to line type scale. And right now we're at 1. I'm gonna make it maybe, I don't know, 6 maybe. There you go, I like that better. All right, now we have a center line here. Let me show you what to do next, because I do want this. Please go to annotate. Please go to annotate up here on the menu bar and come over here where it says center mark. Click on the center mark, and we're going to click here and on here. Okay. Enter. Escape. I want to change now. I want to match properties. So you can type this in, type in MATCH PROP, which stands for match properties. Enter. I'm going to click on this line and then this line and then this line and then this line. And there you go. Enter. Now I want to put some grips on here. I want to pull this out a little bit, click and drag. Click on this one, click, drag, enter, enter again, or hit the escape. Now I'm gonna click on this line and I'm gonna click there. I don't know if that's how my drawing has it. Maybe it doesn't.
It does.
It does. Now we need to add some dimensions here. Okay, so, and dimensions might be small. So I'm just going to do 1 first. I'm going to go here to, I think I have diameter here. All right. Look how itty bitty that is. Oh my goodness. I can't even see that. I can't see nothing. This is a good. So the text size probably needs to be about, let's see, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5 times. Everything needs to be 5 times the size that it is, I think. Or at least we'll do 4. So here's what you need to do. Type in DIMTXT, enter. And instead of what is 4 times 18? 36.72. Mr. Morris do his math right. Am I wrong? Type in DIMTXT, dimension text, enter. My default is 0.18. I'm going to make this 4 times that size. So if it's 8, so 18 is 36. 36 and 36 is 72. So I'm gonna make it 0.72. Enter, and I'm not gonna do anything else yet. Now type in DIMASZ, which is dim arrow size, enter, and I'm going to type in 0.72 again, enter. Now I'm going to type in DIMEXE, enter, type in 0.72, enter. Now I got one more to do, DIMEXO, enter, type in 0.72, enter. Now, Mr. Morris, what in the world did you just do? All right, here we go. I'm going to go back to this diameter. Look, I got one more thing I need to change here, though. In actuality, I think that's still too small. So we'll make it 4 times this size. I'm going to erase this one. That's good practice. Type in DIM, TXT, and let's just make it 1.25 or something. Make it 1.25. Enter. Type in dim arrow size. Make it 1.25. DIMEXE, 1.25. Enter. DIMEX. It's the same commands. DIMTXT, DIMASZ, DIMEXE, DIMEXO. 0.25. All right. I went kind of fast there because we're starting to we're starting to approach the end. Now let's see what this looks like. That's much better. That's much better. But I still don't like it. So that doesn't even look now. Because see, when you zoom out, you can barely see that dimension. So maybe this dimension needs to be 4 times this size. 1.25 times 4 is 5, right? So watch, DIMTXT, enter. We're going to type in 5. Enter. DIMASZ, enter. I'm going to type in 5. Enter. DIMEXE, enter. Type in 5. Enter. DIMEXO, enter. Type in 5. Enter. Now, this better be what I want. Mr. Morris is getting upset with himself here. There we go. Now I'm happy. But I'm going to get rid of that. I don't want that many decimal. I don't want any decimal places. So if I type in DDIM and go to modify and change the precision to 0, change the precision to 0, say okay, set current, make sure you select set current, close. Now I'm going to erase this dimension. I'm going to erase that dimension, and now it should be good for me here. It's almost too big now, but we're going to leave it that we're going to leave it that way. You can see it really good. All right, now we need to dimension this a lot like you know, like what's shown here. We have a dimension here. Look, this is a linear dimension. Click here, here. Okay, that's 50 millimeters, 30 millimeters. By the way, you can reposition this. Look, you can reposition this. Turn the F8 off, though, to do it. You have to turn the F8 off. The reason I'm moving that is because I'm going to put another, oh, wait a minute. Mr. Morris is getting senile here. I'm going to move this over here like this. Look, just move it over here like this. There's a reason. I want to clear out this area right here. Look, hit the escape button to get out of the command. We'll go to radius. Look. Okay. Go to linear. Let's see here. I didn't want a line that was a problem. I had it set on a line. I didn't want that. Look, if you click on linear dimension and you click here and here, hang on, I got to click on the right place first. If you do a right click, you can select vertical. See that? Watch one more time. If you click on linear and that's not the dimension you want, so I don't want that dimension, do a right click and select vertical, then you can put it there like that. Mr. Morris don't like leaving dimensions on the part too much. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually move that. If you click on the dimension here, you can move that number like this. Hit escape a couple times. We have another dimension over here we need, right? We need this. We need this radius right here. We need this diameter here.
I do what?
Okay, now I still have to add this one. I'm gonna here. Mr. Morris is gonna cheat on this. I'm gonna draw a line from. I'm gonna type in near. Okay, if I go back to my home menu and go to line, if I type in the word near, if I type in near here and then come down and type in the word PER for perpendicular. Look, I'm gonna show you that again because I went kind of fast. I'm sorry. Go to line, come over here, type in the word near. It's gonna snap to the nearest point that your mouse is the closest to. Hit enter. I'm gonna click here on that center line. Then I'm gonna type in PER for perpendicular, enter, and you'll see the little perpendicular symbol come up. This is a construction line only. Click, enter, enter again. All right, now why did I do that? Because I want to put a dimension there. So go back to annotate, come over here, aligned. I want to do this. Now, just for this one, I'm not worried about, I just want you to draw a rectangle around it. So go to home, come over here, select rectangle. Look, I'm just gonna make this as, type in plot, you know, like we did before. Select, put your name on it though. AutoCAD PDF, select window, right here, boom, boom. Center the plot. Let's do a preview. I'm happy with my wrench. Happy with my wrench. Enter. Say okay. And I'm gonna call this, look, wrench dash your last name. All caps. Save. There's your wrench. Okay. All right. Now in Canvas, you will have one that says exercise 2-10, and you will have one that says wrench. Okay. So we did a lot today. It's 9:19. I'm going to go into Canvas and make sure they're open so you can submit these. I just want your PDF. I do not want your DWG file. Do not save your, I can open your DWG file, but if I open up a DWG file for every student, it takes forever. It takes forever to get it graded. So save a PDF for me. You should be in the habit of saving all your stuff. Every time you do something, you should save it to a flash drive. Why? Because eventually you're going to have to make an e-portfolio, and you're going to want to put all your work into this portfolio, not just from this class, but from safety, also from the machining class, because you're going to take pictures of your work, and then also the draft in 160. You'll have, and then next semester, you'll continue your portfolio with some CNC stuff, okay? All right, Mr. Morris is tired of talking as far as the videos are concerned. Any questions? I just made it so that it was close to, I didn't give it exact dimensions. I just, look, I just drew a rectangle around the part as close as I could. And then you plot that. All right. Later on, I'll worry about more the fine details of your border stuff. All right. So that completes this lecture. It's 9:21. Students will go to 9:50. So you have about 30 minutes left, or 29 minutes or whatever. Okay. All right. It's good seeing everybody in class. And for those online students, I apologize again for not, I thought I actually posted the videos from Tuesday. Mr. Morris will get that fixed right quick in a hurry. I sincerely apologize. It will be on there. Okay. So take care and we'll talk to you later. Stop the share. Take care. Stop this video here.